Picking up where we left off, Into the Breach, continue campaign, please. Exactly right, thank you very much. Detritus disposal, let me remember what we were doing, because I don't quite remember what we were doing with this squad. Because it's been one day. We have Kai Miller, boosted if at full health, so Ricochet Robots does 3 damage, beautiful. Force Amplifier. Opener, so 3 damage on the Arachnoid Injector, Raining Death Buildings Immune. Right, Area Shifting, Enraging Shot, 3 damage on this. And Preemptive Strike deploys anywhere, damaging adjacent units, invulnerable Ghana mech. Detritus Disposal, let's do it. I think I remember what we're doing here. I didn't look to see what the boss was gonna be, and that's a bit of a mistake. I should have looked. Where are we? Corporate HQ. I wanna get to the reactor core, kill enemies infected by acid. It's actually a very easy mission, I think, because you get an extra tank to help you out. So why don't we do this one and see what we can accomplish here. And we have 5 turns, but really only 4 to do it in. All right, bosses. I forgot about the bosses. Okay, you're probably going to attack me here. You smoke and web, but I can easily move out of the way. But we also do damage when we deploy. So we want to do damage and deploy probably like here. Get these guys to attack me directly. Now, I would love to acid tank the centipede leader, but we can spend 2 actions to kill him. Is there a better play? Well, the better play is move the tank over here to acid him immediately, but we can't do that. So we just have to hope for the best, I think. Let's see what happens. Oh God, the sound every time. You're only hitting 1 building. If I have to let you hit a building, that's not bad. Even if I push you to the side, it's not gonna be enough. I will say though, we got some pretty good ricochet shots immediately. I hate that you are attacking the building. I just wish I could have moved the tank early. And don't forget, you can also shift everything if you need to, or make enemies attack each other. So for instance, man, that's not bad at all. It solves everything except for the problem with the acid tank, because if we can push here, get a kill on the centipede, then we can ricochet shot here. You gonna kill me? You're gonna kill me. It would get 2 kills. We could then egg you, move the spider to knock you out of the way, and then you're still hitting me, unfortunately. Is there a better play? Probably. In fact, it might be as simple as rain death from above. It's pretty good. It doesn't create a friend, and this doesn't quite get the kill. Wow, it really does 3 damage to all units it passes over? That's really good. It does 3 damage to yourself as well, which is a little scary. I could do 4 damage to this guy, and then... what? You're basically, if you do it like this, you're basically doing the exact same thing as this, just with a different unit. So let's see. Knock you to the side. I could move, now you're hitting nothing. So I don't have to kill you. What about ricochet shot here? I'd rather not hit a building. We might have to hit the building. Egnart says, it's kind of funny, I own this game and have like 5 minutes played in it, just never got around to playing it, maybe I should. If you're talking about Into the Breach, you absolutely should. Egnart's Into the Breach is it's one of the best games. It's outstanding in quality and construction. You do 3 damage? I guess in theory I could tank a shot. How about egg you immediately? How does that help me? It really doesn't. Too many things are under attack right now, unfortunately. Bulk mech should have been on the left side. Bulk mech on the left side, there's some really nice moves. Like we could get a 2-kill here with the mosquito crab. Boy, I do miss... Sorry, I do miss the teleporting mechs. I really wish we had those so we could just teleport the enemies all around. Dunk them and whatnot. The leader's a problem, but I think we're gonna let the leader do 1 damage and we're gonna let you do 0 damage. I'm gonna focus on everything else in this turn, because if we do this, we take 1 grid power and then I can focus on all of these units. So if we're gonna focus on other units, I like the idea of this because it does weaken the other units and also kill the hornet or the mosquito. And then I suppose we could just shoot you and then block this shot. Not the best, but like this gives us a shield. Stops you from hurting anything. Trying to think though. If I do this? Yeah. So I think we're gonna let this robot take 3 damage in order for us to do additional damage to everyone else. Because we're opener. Right. We get a kill. We lose 1 grid power. You can... Is it just shoot you here? And then take 1 damage and then just pull you up? If we're gonna do that, we should also... Oh, you know, there's actually a way better play. Hold up. What we can do for movement is kill you without taking any damage by doing it like this, because then you will take 6 damage on this shot. Hit undo, hit undo, hit undo, hit undo. Are we done? Yeah. Now we're gonna be woefully out of position, which makes me kind of not want to do this, but I guess we could do it like this. Start here. Then acid, then rain death, then ricochet robot. We lose 1 grid power, but we kill so much and we wound these enemies and 1 unit's gonna spawn. We lose 1 grid power. We had a 20-something% chance of, 23% chance of preventing that anyways. And you're okay, you're both infected by acid. So here's the question. Will raining death kill me if I use it 1 more time? Yes. Are you immortal? No. All right, fair. That being said, it doesn't quite kill you. I guess we could just do this. It'll kill you both. You can egg 1 of these units and then we can just move out of the way of you. Okay. Yeah. I don't really care if we're in acid. Let's put you, let's just put you right next to him. It only does 4 damage. That's fine. That's fine. I forgot that we did 2 damage after turn 1. So what we'll do instead is probably block the spawn and then, oh, that'll kill you. Yeah, the kick does 3, now it does 6. So that'll work. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. And then let's weaken you. Since we're only gonna have 2 enemies next turn, there's no reason to block more spawns. We might as well have the ability to kill 2 things. Alright, losing 1 power. It's not the end of the world. I do wish you had maybe like a larger buffer in unfair mode. But just be careful, I guess. Be careful. How do we want to do this? I mean, we should probably do it in the way that allows us to get a spider. Yeah, this seems really good. You heal for twice? Boosted does allow you to heal more. Ah. Alright. End turn. No time pods in the mountains. You're not hitting anything. And there's only 2 units next turn, and it's the last turn, so we don't have to worry about the extra, you know, spawning locations. And you're dead to freaking anything. This is a really good squad. I do enjoy this squad. They're getting things done. Mostly it's just the fact that we have so much raw damage. You know, on turn 1 we can do easily 10 damage. You know, ricochet shot does 3 each times 2 and then 2 bumps. And that's just with 1 unit. Like the turn 1, we really just want to kill things quick. Acid Vats Robot Lab. So acid vats shouldn't be very difficult. We can kill one of them immediately. High threat. Defend the train. No. Defend the power plants would be good. Knock might's kind of annoying. Let's go for the reactor core. Alpha bouncers. Another centipede leader. I guess that's the theme of this run. We do have the ability to knock enemies into pits though. We can do some dunking. I think we want you here. You, I do kind of want maybe here. And then I like the idea of you being here, maybe interrupting the enemy positions a little bit. Movement of 2, although nothing's going to attack you. So actually, probably here is where you go. You should be able to draw some aggro, in which case you're fine. But I really don't want the enemies to be able to get you in a position where you can't get around them. Like, cause we're here and this centipede leader goes into this tile, I can't get around him in order to shoot him where I need to shoot him. But from here I might be able to. Or from here. So let's go here. And then Arachnoid Mech, you have 5 move on turn 1. I'm okay with this. I want to try to pull aggro here. Oh, the acid vats have 2 HP? Okay, well if they have 2 HP, we'll go here. You're gonna attack the robotics lab, so I have to be able to deal with you. I do have Raining Death, which does 4 damage. Actually, you have movement too. You could go through enemies, so there is no guarantee that you're gonna be here, but I guess with Raining Death, if I get you to 4 HP, I can kill you in 1 shot. Which is something to think about, but let's just stay here. I want to be able to move you out of the way if necessary. All right, let's see what happens. We do a little bit of damage, and you have 3 HP. And there's a time pod. Ooh, I don't like that because it's there's already enough to deal with. I can move, you're not hitting anything. Do you hit 2 spaces? You do. And we're kind of hemmed in. How did you move through me? You moved through the acid vats? Oh, because it's an enemy acid vat, so you can move through it. Yo, that's BS. The enemy should not be able to move through the acid vats. I'm just saying. Does the acid vat like step to the side to let the Vec through, but I can't get through it? Am I too big? Well, this is a little annoying. Because now I gotta figure out what the hell to do. Well, we're gonna let these buildings go, I think. Also, you're gonna hit your friend, which will kill 2 power. So that's not good at all. You're hitting 2, you're hitting 1 building. Because you're gonna hit this guy and kill him, but you're also gonna kill the building. You're gonna kill buildings and you're gonna kill buildings. If I raining death, then the centipede leader won't kill the building. If I move you and do a kick, that'll kill you if I stand there. And if I do a kick here, it saves the robotics lab. Could also do a kick here, saves a couple of buildings, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Allows my mech to be positioned here, but they can only hit this enemy into the robotics lab. All right. I should have really got the centipede down to 1 HP. It would have made this a little easier. But let's not forget, if we hit something, we can get a spider. This feels like a spider situation. This, and then moving out of the way, means that you're gonna hit nothing. So if you have a spider here that moves 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I could do 1 extra I could do 3 extra damage to this guy on a kick or on a push, which won't kill him. 2 damage to you, and then I could kick you out of the way. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 3 damage. Not quite enough. Because the spider does 1. Yo, upgrading the spider so that it gives acid would be kind of nice right now. It would do 3 damage in total to this unit, 2 damage to this unit, and it wouldn't quite get the kill there. So you would kill him. You and you would almost kill these guys. And then what would you do? You have 5 movement, 1, 2, 3. You could save a building. So we would take 1 building power. It's a common theme, I think, that we're taking 1 building power, but like 1 damage. But if it works, right? Right. How do we stop both of you? Ricochet. Right. Okay. So we do this. We do this. We do a ricochet. And then we only lose, I think, 1 power. Look, I don't know how you can make a better turn than that. Yeah, we're losing 1 power. There's only gonna be 2 enemies next turn. 4 alpha enemies have been killed. It's easier if you imagine the buildings are empty. Yeah, it'd be easier if they were empty. For some reason though, people are deciding to live in this Vec-infested hellhole. And what have I said in the past? What have I? I've said that opener is better than finisher. Because on turn 1, you have 6 freaking enemies to kill. On turn 4, who cares what's left? You just have to avoid building damage, and then that's the end. Opener is way more important to have. Can I kill you? I definitely can smack you for 3, which is not quite enough. Raining Death will do 3. I mean, you're easy. I could just push you into the drink. I'd have to spend too many actions to kill you, so what I think I'm gonna do is just knock you into the water so you don't do any damage. You I'm gonna knock into the drink, and then I'll block a spawn. It's not bad. Alternatively, we could kick you into the drink and do 3 damage to knock you into the drink, but it's effectively the same turn. In fact, it's a little worse because then we can't block a spawn. Although, can we even block a spawn? I don't know. By the way, I'm dumb. Your turn is absolutely either Raining Death or create a spider. You should definitely create a spider. Here. No, here. Because we are going to do 3 damage to get you closer to death. Action canceled. We are... Oh, the spider died. I guess it doesn't matter then. Oops. We are just going to kick you into the drink. It's gonna be 5 units next turn. Could we have done this better? I don't know. Raining Death would have maybe been a little bit better, but probably would have been a lot better. Because it would have killed both vats. I imagine we can kill a vat at some point though, just by knocking enemies into it. In which case having the extra bump capability would be good. Wish I could do this differently, but oh well. 5 units next turn. Regeneration, not a big deal. Mosquito, not a big deal. You're not a big deal. You're a big deal. You're a big deal. But there's only 3 enemies attacking buildings, which is beautiful. So, and you're easy to infect and infest. You're hitting 1 building, so it's not a big deal. Okay, can't kill you though. Do I have a finisher? No, so let's not worry about it. I do have invulnerable, and maybe I could block your shot, maybe not, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to let you hit the building for 1 again. We really do need to go get some more grid power after this, and there is a grid power mission over to the right in the island. In the island, man. Oh. It's a good turn. Gets 2 kills. You can be egged. 1, 2. I can't kill you off of that though, unfortunately. I can come close. What about just a kick? Because a kick saves a building in 1 move. This mosquito I can't really kill effectively though, because the mosquito, if I ricochet it, I'm gonna hit a building one way or another. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, thank you, Blexmer. Finisher was that rock pilot who died. And nothing of value was lost. Ah! That'll kill the mosquito. Using the acid vat, and you thought I should probably get rid of it. You fools. Acid vat for the win. Now if I do this, I'm gonna have an egg or a spider and nothing to do with it, but there's nothing else really to do. Because I need to kill this guy to stop him from hitting the building. We're gonna lose 1 power anyways. I think, you know, you gotta accept that you're gonna lose power sometimes. What's the best move? The best move is the one that saves you the most trouble. This move saves us the most trouble. Sure, we're gonna lose 1 more power. Luckily, this guy only decided to hit 1 building as opposed to, like, I don't know, 3 and me, which would have killed me. So they might not be the smartest aliens, but really what we should have done is the turn before that turn, maybe tried to block 1 more spawn or kill 1 more unit, because a little bit of additional something would have allowed that to have been a much better turn. Everything killed? Yeah. So we lost 2 power there. Not bad. We need to hit up a mission though, real quick. The extra reactor here is gonna help a lot. Ranged missiles. Launch 2 missiles, damaging and pushing 2 targets. I think it's very specific as to where it impacts. Hold on, let me test this. I'm pretty sure it's specifically, yeah. Oh, it's any distance, but it is to the left and right. It does 5 damage? Hold up. 5 damage? And it pushes? I mean, that's probably better than Raining Death. Raining Death is doing 3 to myself on turn 1. That means that I can't use it twice per battle. I can only use it once per battle if I use it on turn 1. At least with this, you know, we do have the ability to hit multiple units. We tend to be able to find a time to use weapons like this. Even if we only hit 1 enemy target, that's still 5 damage on turn 1. 6 actually, 5 damage normally. So I kind of like this more than Raining Death. Raining Death is fun if you get the right situation for it, but this is also more damage, that's safer and easier to use, and we can use it multiple times per combat as opposed to once per combat. Normally the enemies don't line up 3 in a line like this. And then we're gonna give you more health, so you can maybe tank a shot and not die. You, we're gonna give probably, I like the fact that you leave acid. That's fun. But more move on you would be nice. I guess I could give you more health. Like if I give you more health, now all of a sudden you can Raining Death on turn 1 and even still have the ability to do it on turn 2. That was not what I intended. But like on this loadout here, on this opening move, I could have gotten 2 kills if I had the rockets, because they would do 6 damage. You would have been knocked into the pit, you would take 5 or 6 damage, plus damage from the bump. Yeah, I think because we have that bump, I want Gemini missiles. I think it's better. I'll give you more move. You have the health. Acidic, that doesn't come into play that often. Okay, defend the power plants. We need power. And there's not like an extra enemy spawning at the beginning of combat, which is great. What's 1? Scion. Ah. It's weird that you're a 6 and a 1. So we want... You're gonna move to the right. And you're gonna attack this building, assuming I don't put anything here to maybe make you go here, 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 and attack me directly. Like if I spawn here, I might be able to make the Firefly leader, step on the acid pool, attack me. But I don't know if it's gonna hit its own friend, you know? I don't know if it cares about killing its own units. It might not spawn here. But either way, well, not either way. We want to make sure we can deal with this guy. Who's got 6 HP. Hey, I have missiles that do 6 damage, right? 4, 5, yep. Do they do 4 or 5? Is it base damage? No, they currently do 4. They do 5 on turn 1, but if I bump you, that'll take the last hit. Okay, let's give it a shot. And then do we want to bump anyone? Yeah, let's bump you then. So you maybe can die in 1 bullet. Let's give it a shot. Come on. No, they regenerated! That was the other option, is that you could just move to the side. Alright, what are we doing here? Well, I gotta say, getting 2 kills is a pretty good start. As for you, pulling you back, I guess we could... Actually, dude, pulling you back saves everything, gets a kill. It's the best move. By pulling you back, now the Firefly is actually killing his friend, and we've blocked the shot from it. You're hitting nothing, which means I could, if I wanted to... Oh my god, I can actually move here and hit him with the Gemini missiles too, which gets a kill and severely wounds this unit. Gemini missiles are so good! Look at this, look at it! I mean, that's an ideal turn 1. There's gonna be 1 unit left and the Scion. You're dead. You have 2 HP. You're dead to a spider hatch. And you're just dead to a bullet. Lock it, cock it, and pull it. Well, I mean, I gotta do it... Okay, I gotta do it in such a way that I don't die. So I guess we're gonna do it like... I guess we're not gonna block the spawn is all I'm saying, because we gotta have you here, but no, it's gotta be like... So I'm real bad at this. We wanna target you into you, but make sure we don't push you into a building. This'll work. Yeah, there you go, okay. Could have also let that guy live, I suppose, but... I like the mountain being there. I'm gonna kill my spider too. Yeah, that turn 1 is so unbelievably important. Arcatraz! Hello, welcome. You been lurking, but you haven't said anything? Well, hi, I'm glad you said something so I can say hi to you. Say hi to you! If I move, you're attacking nothing. If I move, you're hitting yourself into a building. You go first. That's not how that works. I mean, it's actually still good. Actually, if I do this, you'll die. Yeah, that's very good, actually. Actually, factually, actually. So, we block a spawn. We've killed you. So I think we actually. We could Gemini missiles to get a kill, but it's in our benefit to let an enemy spawn. Or to block the spawns, I should say. A very sharp spoon? Isn't that called a knife, or is it a noon or a spife? Thank you very much for the subscription, and welcome. Are we done? Nothing's taking any damage? I didn't look at the notification. I hope it appeared correctly on the screen. Yeah, these, I've now turned this squad into a Ricochet Rocket squad. Ricochet Rocket kick, Ricochet Rocket rocket, Ricochet Rocket missiles. It's very effective. So, you're dead. It's not how that's supposed to work. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I guess you can just be kicked and then you're dealt with. You can just be shoved into a wall. You're dealt with. And then what are you gonna do? I mean, I guess you could kill him. That works too. Another for the arachnophiles! Haha! And now we get all of our power back, which is great. Novak says it's a Knoon. Knoon! I'm always saying I should go to the store and get some Knoons. It sounds like a musical instrument. Shield tank that can give shield to allies. Uses per battle 1. I've heard that there's some complaining in the Into the Breach community, if you can even call it that say that the tank generator abilities are kind of trash. And I can see that, because a lot of the attacks, the weapons don't use any power now, but a shield tank that has 4 power for a shield per turn, it's a little expensive. It certainly is a little expensive. I don't want it. I'm just gonna give you more move. Destroy the Acid Storm Controller. Destroy 2 Vec egg sacs. Protect the coal plant. And acid storms happen. While the storm generator functions, all units will have acid applied. Yo, that's amazing. We're gonna do this mission because it seems incredibly good. If every unit has acid, we can get so many cheap and easy kills. And this does 2 damage? Well, if I have acid, I might as well have acid in the middle of everything, right? Oh, I can't land in the acid. I can land here, though. This seems like an incredible mission. Killing enemies is the best shield. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I do so much damage on turn 1. Why would I want to deploy a tank early? Why would I want to deploy a tank on any turn? Oh, the storm generator also has acid. Interesting. Yeah, this is a good loadout here, I think. What are you? Oh, you're just a weirdo crab. What's that noise? It was the squirt of an egg. Yeah, we just do so much damage turn 1, everything is gonna die on turn 1. Maybe actually. Now, I don't see a good missile shot except for where I'm standing. This would be actually, if I had Gemini rockets or whatever the hell it was called, it would actually murder me. It's a good thing I don't. Although, unfortunately, these enemies are positioned in such a way that it's going to be hard for me to kill them. But you two are hitting nothing, so the Alpha Centipede is going to destroy the storm generator. We should take advantage of that now if we can. Knocking you backwards will kill you. And what do we do about these 2 gentlemen? Can I kill you with a missile? Yep. All right. So I can kill, we're not gonna kill everything. That's a bit of a, that was an exaggeration. I was kidding, haha. But we can do some seriously good work here. You attack last, unfortunately. So what am I looking at here? I'm looking at this gets a kill, knocks you into the path of an enemy who will then get us another kill. Then I'm looking at getting a kill here because the Firefly will kill the leader. It's weird that the Centipede leader is not the first unit, but it gets a kill. We don't ricochet a shot, unfortunately. Oh no! And then what do you do, Slide Mech? Jesus, heck if I know. I mean, yeah. Okay, I could kill. I guess there is a better play, and it's this. Let me make sure I have my undo moves. This, and then this. We kick one of these units to kill it. We hit the other one to kill it with the rocket. Why would we hit it with a rocket when we can just get an egg, like a spider? Like, you kick him. No, we don't want to. Oh, it'll kill him if we kick him, though. So kick is a kill. Egg is a kill. We get a spider. Yeah, okay. So it should be this. It should be this. And then it should be this. So you're dead. You're dead. And then I guess what we'll do is really quickly get the objectives nearly completed. That should work. So nothing's taking damage on turn 1. Units are dying. You love to see it. Alright, so we only killed all but 2 units on turn 1. Also, what's very interesting is that even though the storm generator was destroyed, we still have acid. We can get the acid off, and enemies are not going to have acid at this point, but we still have acid. Very interesting. I mean, I love that move, but the first thing we're going to do is, you're the wrong dude. You might as well get a spiderling. We could have done this blocking another spawn. I mean, we still can block a spawn if we do it like this, but we should probably let a couple of enemies spawn, so let's not. Let's do it like this. We'll have 2 enemies next turn. And we should have given ourselves a shield as well, but I'm not gonna undo turn for that. Maybe we should have let 3 units spawn, because now we're probably gonna have 4 or 5 on the turn after this one. But if it's just a Scion, I don't really care. They didn't give us very many spawns, which was beautiful. Yeah, you don't take double damage from spawns, only direct attacks. Bumps, spawns, none of that doubles the damage from acid. Thank God. This is Blexmer. Well, luckily our, even if I did have that wrong, our Ghana mech is immortal. But yeah, luckily it is how it goes. So, something like this. There's a way better turn, because if we do it like this, you're gonna die blocking the spawn, and it's the last turn. So we go, you here, you here, you here, you, oh, no, you. I'm gonna let you take 1 hit because it doesn't matter. But you should go here, you should go here, kick, kill. block spawn, you here, repair, repair. It's gonna be a real easy next turn. And we're not even acidified. Imagine finisher on that turn. It would be OP. That's the problem with finisher. Half the time you don't need it, half the time it doesn't do anything, and half the time you'd prefer to have opener so you could get that turn 1 kill. Gastropod leader, all right. Do you move first? You do. You have a movement of 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Probably just want to do this. And we have a centipede leader as well, who moves as the 3rd action. They could attack on this line if the gastropod leader does not move here. So it really does depend on what that unit does. I think we should get in there and hit units for 1. That way, first of all, if the centipede leader attacks us, he's not attacking anything. And then we get this guy low enough on health, the leader, so that we can hit him with a missile and kill him in 1 shot. I think this is a totally fine turn. You might sneak your way through me, though. Ooh, that is not the move I thought you would do. That's not the move I thought you would do either. That's not the move I thought you would do. Right, because you have 3 move. I always think he has 2 move. The alphas have 2. The leaders have 3. But this is still like a pretty okay turn, because you're attacking nothing. You're attacking a single building. Ricochet shots are gonna be real nice here. And then this guy's gonna die on the spawn. What do? You're gonna hit the building, which means I can kill you with a missile. There's another option here. Because if I shoot like this, no, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. How much HP do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much damage do you do? 5. It's 5 because of opener. So we can actually kill both the leaders on the first turn, and then accept grid power damage. I'd rather not accept grid power damage. So we're gonna go back to our previous move, which was something like this. Hit you with a missile, and then what? Probably just like pull you 1 square over to get you closer to the drink. I gotta remember though, we do have kick as an ability. So I could always kick here, which would kill. But you're not attacking anything. If you're not attacking anything, it doesn't feel appropriate to try to kill you. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably just your best play. We use a missile, but who cares? Kills a boss. You're not dying. I could move you to die, but then we'll take grid power damage. I guess I'd rather avoid that, so. Yeah, let's pull you closer. That is not the direction of pulling. Let's try that again. You, go here, kick. You here in missile. You need to get pulled to the side. Not this side. You need to get pulled. If I pull you down, that'll work. Okay. Because you attack in 2 tiles, I read the freaking UI wrong. Alright. 4 units, 2 of them have 1 HP, or 2 HP, which is essentially 1 HP, because I have nothing that does 1 damage. Everything I do does 2 or 3. So you might as well have 1. I mean... Well, I don't know about that one. Although, that'll get the job done there. You... Oh, it's the perfect rocket shot, if only I could actually get close enough to fire it off. So instead, I think I'm just gonna have to use an egg missile. That's fine. Egg missiles are good too. Although what I could do is that. Then this, then egg missile. I think that's way better. We're gonna kill everything on this turn. There's 2 kills. There's a kill. There's a kill. And I'm not even gonna sacrifice the spider. I'm gonna let the spider live because there's only 2 enemies next turn. I can fight them off. Dun, dun, dun. Because now we have 4 units spawning. I guess the arachnoid spider tank is kind of my finisher. I might as well have finisher on this pilot. You're an opener finisher because we can just create an army of spiders in theory. In theory. So I mean, probably just do this again. It's real good. Sorry, it's real good. It does hurt me though. This is better. We don't block a spawn, but we were gonna kill the unit to get a spider anyways because we had to. But if we do it like this, we don't take damage. And actually, what direction are you attacking? You're attacking up, and then you're gonna bump down. You know what? I don't want to think about it. There you go. Is there a strategy? Reason to allow enemies to spawn, asks Solrak Novak. So there is a reason to let enemies spawn, and it's to spread them out. The game will try to keep like 6 enemies on screen at once. So if you have no enemies on screen, next turn it's gonna try to summon a whole lot. So you wanna kinda slowly filter the enemies in, because if you can have 3 or 4 per turn, you can deal with 3 or 4 enemies per turn. If you can kill them every turn, you're in the clear. What you want to avoid is having 100 enemies spawn in 1 turn that you can't deal with. So there's definitely a reason to spread out the spawns, to let something spawn if you know, I'm gonna let you spawn and then I'm just gonna kill you. That's why what's weird about unfair mode is that, yeah, it's unfair, but unfair mode really incentivizes turn 1 lethal. If you can kill a bunch of enemies on turn 1, on turn 2, there's not gonna be a lot spawning, because the game only decides what's spawning next turn on the current turn. So a turn starts, let's say turn 1 starts. There's 6 enemies on the screen. There may or may not be 1 spawn for the next turn. So this game really does incentivize that turn 1 kill. Turn 2 is usually a lot easier, and then if there's no enemies on screen on turn 2, then it's gonna have a whole bunch of things spawning on turn 3. So you might have a tough turn 1 and a tough turn 3, Unless you let certain enemies spawn on turn 2 or turn 3 to get to turn 3 and turn 4 to be easier. So you gotta like think about the future turns and your current turns. Very strange. Zalepi, thank you very much for the subscription and welcome to Into the Breach. We perfected the island. Also, Adam. This looks like one of the developers. I've never noticed one of the developer, but I've seen him. Skills popular hero. On reset turn, gain shield and +2 move. I don't know what you do, but I don't want a smoke drop. So let's unlock you and then sell you. What the hell is popular hero? Sells for 4 reputation. Chosen one. On reset turn, gain an extra shield and +2 move. That's a nice ability. No other ability operates on a reset turn. But that makes him a lot better at tanking and also moving where he needs to move in the moment, in the exact moment. But you do sell for 4, so I'm sorry. We have 12 reputation. That's so good. Shield tank, goodbye. Raining death, goodbye. Refractor laser. A laser that can bend, dealing more damage to nearby tiles. Whew. This thing can do 5 damage. It's basically a ricochet robot rocket, except it's a laser beam. Repairing 1 repairs them all. I mean, we could fit it. I mean, you're arrogant, so on turn 1, you're gonna do so much damage, right? I want to at least look at it. So hold on, I need to get a reactor core as well. And then we can test mech loadouts. So on turn 1, you do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. And you can turn the laser, and it goes until it hits anything, huh? There's a pilot that gives you 2 actions if you don't move. That seems lovely for this. And you get to pick exactly where it moves. It's not like the ricochet rocket where it specifically has to hit an enemy before it ricochets. You can curve the bullet wherever the hell you want. Sorry, just cleaning up the place now, getting rid of the acid. It seems unbalanced. The ability to curve your shot is really nice, and it does a lot of damage, and you are boosted. So I'm very tempted to take this. It's basically ricochet rocket. I mean, what I could do, and this is interesting, we could get rid of force amplifier, but I don't have the power for everything. So we would keep force amplifier. Probably. Refractor laser. Ally immune. You know, here's what I like about the rocket, okay? It's currently 3 damage, plus more if you knock an enemy into something else. So in theory, you could get... Let's just assume that you hit 2 targets and they both hit into something else. You could do 14 damage in 1 hit. 3 damage to 2 units, plus both of those units hitting another unit. So 4 bumps, which is 8 damage, and then the 6 from this. So you could do 14 damage with this. Now with the refractor laser, you can do as much damage as there are tiles. But the enemies have to be positioned correctly. And also, because it's a laser, it will penetrate and hit buildings. So it's a very interesting weapon. And I gotta be honest, I am thinking like, okay, what if we get rid of the Gemini missiles, which are good, and then we have a laser, something we can use maybe up close and personal. We have a couple of units that do something. Or hell, well, no, Enraged Shot is a science class weapon, but like, you know, what if we get all the reactor cores and we say, okay, now you have a spider injector and a huge freaking laser as opposed to the Gemini missiles, which are good, but this is also good. I feel like I tend to want to have the ranged unit in the back, so the Gemini missiles are good, but this is also good. I have to curve it at the edge of the map. I can't just let the shot happen. And it has to go left or right. But because you can stop it wherever you want, like, let's say I spawned here on turn 1, right? I got 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's getting 3 kills and then wounding a unit on turn 1 just due to the fact that I can, you know, penetrate with a giant laser beam. And you're opener. So this is also good on you. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna take Refractor Laser on the Arachnoid mech. So we have Ricochet Robot, Ricochet Laser Robot, Move Robot, and then we'll sell Gemini missiles, which were good. They were very good. We're at max grid. I can't spend corporate reputation. All right. So do you want, well, literally it can only fit, well, do you want 2 health on the unit that can get a shield, or acidic on the spiders? Or health on the spider? I guess you put health on this unit so that they don't die in one shot. What a weird squad, but I like it. Whoa, 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 something happened. You unpowered your weapon. Yeah, I think we can totally give this a shot. It seems fun. The laser seems very strong. I'm curious to see how this is gonna work on the final fight. So, let's leave island. Yes, and I will leave 1 corporate reputation behind.